welcome to day 21. I'm about to head out because I'm going to do more of the Anne of Green Gables things today. So I'm going to the house that they lived in the movie. There's a little museum, and then there's the house that the author lived in. And then there's like two different walking paths that were shot on in the movie, so I'm really excited to see all of those. And there also was a carriage ride option, but it was like really expensive, so I opted out because you could have ridden in Matthew's carriage, and I was like, God, that seemed fun, but it cost too much, so I said no. Anyways, fit check, blue shirt, Sam's shorts, white Converse. So bye for now, and I will update you all on it all later. Bye. Hello everyone, I just finished doing all of the Anne of Green Gables stuff, and it was very cool, and I'm very glad that I went. So the first thing that you do is after you get your ticket, there's like a little museum, and you can read. Pretty much it was just all about the author's life and how she like got into writing, and it took her 6 tries before she got the first novel to be published. So she was a determined woman, and for the better for the readers, because I mean, I'm glad she published it, obviously. And the first book came out in 1908, which I did not realize it was quite that old. I knew it was old, but that's old, so. And yeah, so it's just like their cool museum, had all this sorts of information about her, how she wrote letters, correspondence, whatever. And then you got to go outside, and there was the Green Gables house, which was where her cousins lived, but she would go visit them. She actually never lived there like permanently, but she would go visit them really frequently, and that's where the Lover's Lane is, which is just a really beautiful walk you can do in the forest. And at one point there was like nobody else there, and all like you could hear were like birds chirping and the wind and like the little stream bubbling, and it was really peaceful and very nice to see. I should enjoy that experience. And then another section was the haunted woods that you got to walk in, which was also another inspiration thing for her books. So very cool.
Here's some of the photos I took when walking around the property. So inside the museum, they had a really cool Lego set where they like recreated the Green Gables house. And then they had all of the different book covers for the book being published in like different countries, different languages. And then here's just a couple of photos of the house from different angles, which is where she had her relatives lived, which is where she got the inspiration for the Green Gables house in the novel. And then they recreated one of the rooms in the house to look like Anne's room based on how Montgomery described it in the book. So that's what that is. And then I got to stroll down the Lover's Lane and the Haunted Woods.
And there are more things that you could go to, but it required a different ticket, and I was running out of time, so I didn't do it. Anyways, yeah. And then I got a raspberry cordial slushie because it's very hot out, and I was like, you know what, that sounds really good. So I got that, and it was very good, so I was happy with my purchase. And I went to the gift shop, and I got this, which is the same cover that was on the very first edition of the first book. So this was, they retained the original cover art, and the hardcover binding in green is the same color and everything from the first edition book, so I got one. And then they had a little option where you could stamp her signature into it, so I did that as well. And she always put a little cat at the end of her signature, which I thought was really cute. So anyways, yeah. And then I went and looked at the Lake of Shining Waters, which was like a little separate from the like area where all of that was. And then I also went to, they built like an Avonlea village, which is, it's really just a bunch of restaurants, but they call it Avonlea Village. But there was like a little sign that said welcome to Avonlea, so like I looked at that and I took a little picture. And yeah, I think that's everything. So now I'm at McNeil's Brook, and I'm gonna go walk around and take some photos, and yeah. So those are all my updates for now, and I will keep you all updated on what I do later in the day. So bye for now.
I apologize that the clip was very windy, so I hope that you could still hear what I was saying.
Hello everyone, I have made it back to my Airbnb for the night. After the McNeil's Brook that I walked around, I went to Thunder Cove, and if you go during low tide, there's like a little cave that you could go in, and I went like halfway into it, but then it was like really cold and you couldn't see anything and there were a lot of bugs and I didn't want to go any further, so I came back out. Yeah, but I got a bug bite on my forehead, which is such an unfortunate spot to get one because now it's itchy and I'm trying not to itch, but that's okay. Anyways, yeah, so then I just like walked on the beach there for a while and that was nice. And then after that I went to North Rustico Harbor, I think that's what it's called, I don't know. And I got dinner at a restaurant that I do not remember the name of, but I got a lobster roll with french fries and I got a Moscow Mule. They were both very delicious, and I read my book and stuff while I ate. And then I was gonna watch the sunset like after I ate dinner because this was before sunset time, but it was way too cloudy and it was like still an hour before the sunset, but there were so many clouds that you couldn't see anything. So yeah, so I just went back. I'm at my Airbnb and I'm going to shower and head to bed. So thank you for following me along on day 21. I will see you all tomorrow for day 22. Kate for the night, signing out.